St. John.
St. John.
St. John. He's been renamed.
Well, hello friends.
We love you.
This is the first spiritual thought I've ever had. I just figured this is the only time I'd be able to use that line. This is the first spiritual thought I've ever given, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to do so. And as we know, April is the month of, the theme is renewal and transformation. And I want to talk about a transformation that happened for me right here. And that happened one evening, one of the evenings with Maggie, where she was describing some of the experiences she had in India during her month-long awakening training. And the focus of this training was on the developing fetus, our personal experience developing in our mother's womb. And we started off with a brief kind of warm-up meditation, and then Maggie gave a little lecture about what she had learned and some of the issues and things that come up for a developing fetus during the course of a mother's pregnancy. And she was planning then to provide an electronic guided meditation for us to participate in, but the electronic gadgetry was not cooperating, and Maggie gave this gave an impromptu one-woman show rendition of this wonderful guided meditation. So in the meditation, we were invited to envision ourselves developing in our mother's womb, to feel the feelings of our mother, to hear the voices, to hear the sounds, to just be sensitive to the emotions and the experience that our mother was having while pregnant with us. This meditation was made more poignant for me because my mother died last September, and it's still part of the mourning process for me. But it was really, I was very into it, and it was very powerful for me. So that's what I'm sharing here. I imagined my 17-year-old mother at the time in a lot of turmoil with the discovery of the pregnancy with me. She was not married. She was a senior in an all-girl Catholic high school in Detroit. Her parents, my maternal grandparents, were very Catholic, very strict, old-school Irish parents, and we're not happy about her sudden pregnancy as a senior. My father also was 17 years old, attending an all-boys Catholic high school, and so what he did when my mother's pregnancy was learned was he quit school and joined the Navy. And then a couple months later, after my mother had graduated, my mom moved to South Carolina to be with him or near his naval base. So she left her family of origin, left her angry parents, left her 5 siblings, left all her relatives, left Detroit, moved to South Carolina, and was alone much of the time, as my father would be out to sea, and was alone much of the time that she was pregnant with me. What this meditation brought me in touch with, and the voices I heard and the experience and the things that I was just imagining or experiencing through this meditation, was all this turmoil and this anxiety and worry and fear that must have been going on with her. So I had the experience through this guided meditation of just being bathed in utero in anxiety, worry, and fear. The next phase of this guided meditation was for us to envision ourselves growing in the womb, and the womb becoming a tighter confine, and just approaching birth. So at the time of birth, once passing through the birth canal and seeing the light of day, the meditation invited us to feel the feelings of entering the world and being placed on our mother's belly for the first time. And during this part of the meditation I experienced being cleaned up, being wrapped in a blanket, being placed on my mother for the first time. I felt her heartbeat in this meditation, and most significantly, I felt her hands coming over me for the very first time and pressing me against her. And I felt safe and warm and comforted and loved. And I felt the worry and the anxiety and the fear just kind of drain out of my body like passing out, just leaving me. This was a very transformational experience for me, I think, especially in my mourning period. I always loved my mother. I always felt close to her. I was always a good boy for her. But I always had a sense or a feeling that there was something about my mother that I needed to take care of, that I needed to take care of her physically or more emotionally. And then about 4.5 years ago, she was diagnosed with ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. And this issue of take care of mom was really big for my entire family, both physically and emotionally, as over the course of those 4 years with that disease, she progressively lost all her control of voluntary muscles. So the transformation that happened here was this meditation kind of moved me from this take care of mom position into this feeling loved by mom position. So when I think of her now, I'm not thinking about the take care aspects. I'm thinking of the first image that is coming to my mind is her hands encompassing me and pressing me against her and feeling that love. So I am tremendously grateful for that experience, and Maggie, I'm tremendously grateful for your delivery and your bringing that to me here and us in general. So thank you.
Beautiful.